Welcome to the latest edition of our Seafood News Weekly Roundup show, brought to you by the James G. Murphy Company. I'm Urner and SeafoodNews.com editor Michael Ramsingh. Thanks for tuning in today. As always, we are reporting from the offices of Urner in Toms River, New Jersey, and we're just 12 short days away from the official start to the summer season. Today's show will have a data dump and talk about the latest seafood import and refusal figures and the latest snow crab quota counts from Newfoundland. But first, we have several company stories from around the industry as part of our headline news coverage from the business. Thai Union and Chicken of the Sea Frozen Foods are now selling lobsters directly to the Chinese market under the King Oscar brand. The distribution channel will use both brick and mortar stores and online retailers. The lobsters are available at G Super supermarket chains and directly through an online store operated by Thai Union. Thai Union said it has plans to grow the distribution to more supermarkets and e-commerce platforms in China in the future. In other news, the Department of Justice charged Stephen Hodge, a former executive with Starkist, with conspiring to fix the price of canned tuna from 2011 to 2013. Hodge was charged on May 30th through a criminal information, a type of charging document prosecutors tend to use in connection with people who are negotiating plea deals. Starkist said in a statement that Hodge has worked for the company but left in December 2013. Hodge is the first industry executive outside of Bumblebee Seafoods to be directly named in court documents as having participated in the price-fixing scheme. Meanwhile, the Gulf states are trying to renegotiate more fishing days for red snapper in federal waters with federal fishery regulators at NOAA, but they may have to agree to a shorter season in state waters. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission is holding a special meeting this week to discuss the compromise of extending red snapper fishing in federal waters. The other Gulf states are having similar discussions. NOAA set the federal red snapper season to 3 fishing days from June 1st through June 4th and said the short season in federal waters was to offset longer fishing seasons set by the Gulf. Finally, Ignite Restaurant Group filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in a Texas court and said it will sell off its Joe's Crab Shack and Brickhouse Tavern and Tab restaurants to KRG Acquisitions. Rumors of a bankruptcy filing by Ignite have circulated the industry for several months, particularly since the Houston-based company posted a net loss in excess of $44 million in 2016. The group was delisted from the NASDAQ in March and has been closing restaurants going back to 2016 in an effort to curb its losses. And before today's data dump, here's a reminder that these stories and more seafood industry news, market quotations, and expert commentary are available with a subscription to Urner Berry's Comtel. Make a better business decision today and every day and sign up for the best market intelligence platform available to the center of the plate protein industry. First up is a report from Canada, where the latest quota reports from the Department of Fisheries said snow crab landings from the Gulf of St. Lawrence are outpacing Newfoundland. About 65% of the Gulf quota has been landed so far, and it looks like the entire quota will be landed by the end of the month. This is very different from the situation in Newfoundland, where ice and very bad weather have hampered production, which is 38% of the quota taken since the end of May. Filth is still the top reason for the FDA seafood refusals in 2017, but the administration is refusing far less seafood this year compared to 2016 levels. In May, the FDA seafood refusals were down 40% compared to the same time last year. Overall, the administration has refused 697 line items of seafood, which is down 27% from year-to-date figures in 2016. Snapper, tuna, lobster, mahi, and shrimp are the 5 most refused items, with shrimp far and away the most refused item among the group. It appears the FDA is detecting less filth in these species compared to a year ago, with refusals for filth down 52% from last year. It helps explain the decline in overall refusals so far in 2017. Finally, shrimp imports from India are reaching the U.S. at a blistering pace this year, with the volume much higher than is typical for this time of the year. The latest data showed monthly shipments up 80% in April and 43% for the year compared to 2016. This is a lot of Indian shrimp to reach the U.S. market given the time of the year, since April is not a traditional production period for Indian producers. But this is not unprecedented. In April 2015, Indian imports were again 80% higher. Total shrimp imports now stand at around 394 million pounds, a 3% rise compared to last year. This represents about a 10 million pound increase from 2016 levels, and this is record territory. And that is it for today's show, which was brought to you by our friends over at James G. Murphy Company. The folks over at JGM are professional, commercial, and industrial auctioneers, and right now we're here to tell you about an upcoming auction JGM is having for commercial-grade fisheries equipment and real estate space in Astoria, Oregon. The auction will be held on Tuesday, June 20th, and includes over 50,000 square feet of facility space, ideal for a commercial seafood processing operation. The auction includes 1.6 acres of property, cold storage facilities, and a boat dock. Head over to murphyauction.com or call 425-486-1246 to learn more about this upcoming auction and how you can sign up for live online bidding. As always, you can tell us how we're doing on Twitter by tweeting at us at SeafoodComNews and at UBSeafood, and you can like Urner Berry and Seafood News on Facebook to learn more about what we're up to. For Urner Berry and Seafood News, I'm Michael Ramsingh. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out Contel every day for all of your seafood market quotations, and I'll be back here next week. We'll see you then.